In Genesis 28, Jacob is on a journey, leaving his family behind as he travels to escape his brother Esau's anger. But along the way, Jacob experiences something extraordinary, a dream that will change his life forever. Jacob dreams of a ladder reaching heaven from earth, with angels ascending and descending. This image is deeply symbolic. It represents the connection between the earthly realm and the divine. God is showing Jacob that his presence is with him and that heaven and earth are not separate, but deeply connected. It's a powerful visual reminder that God is always present and accessible to humanity. And here's the incredible part. God speaks to Jacob in this dream, renewing the promise he made to Jacob's grandfather Abraham and his father Isaac. In Genesis 28:13, God says, "I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham and the God of Isaac. I will give you and your descendants the land on which you are lying." God's promise is huge. Jacob is told his descendants will be as numerous as the dust of the earth. And through him, all the families of the earth will be blessed. Sound familiar? That's because it's the same promise given to Abraham, passed down to Isaac, and now reaffirmed to Jacob. Now, this is a big deal. This isn't just a family promise. It's a divine covenant that spans generations. What we're seeing here is God's faithfulness to his promises and the continuity of his plan for his people, even when they fail or stray. Jacob, in this moment, receives the blessings and responsibilities of his ancestors. This moment is significant because it marks a new beginning for Jacob. He's not just a runaway son anymore. He's someone who has received God's blessing, someone who now has a personal encounter with God. And in response, Jacob makes a vow to God. In Genesis 28, verses 20 to 21, he says, "If God will be with me and will watch over me on this journey I am taking, then the Lord will be my God." Jacob's vow is significant because it shows his growing faith in God. He's not just accepting God's blessing passively, he's committing himself in response to God's promise. By setting conditions for his faith, if God protects him on his journey and provides for him, then he will follow God wholeheartedly. From this point forward, Jacob will have to continue relying on God's faithfulness, and his trust in God will be tested in many ways. But the vow marks the start of a deeper relationship with God. This chapter shows that God is actively involved in our lives, even when we don't see it. Jacob might have felt like he was on a journey of his own, but God was right there with him, guiding him every step of the way. Also, Jacob's faith in God's promises is evident. He's willing to leave his home and trust in God's guidance, even when the path ahead is uncertain. Faith is about trusting God's lead, even when we don't have all the answers. Hence, Jacob's vow shows the importance of personal commitment in our relationship with the divine. A vow isn't just about asking for blessings, it's about committing ourselves. It's about saying, "I trust you, and I want to follow you wherever you lead me." Genesis 28 also gives us a snapshot of ancient nomadic life and the patriarchal society. Jacob's journey reflects the lifestyle of the patriarchs, who were always moving and seeking new land. It also highlights the importance of family and inheritance, central themes in ancient cultures.